Doctors, nurses, physician assistants. The worst thing you can do when a patient comes in there and telling you their symptoms is to compare them to other patients that have taken that same drug, ate that same food, drank that same drink, sprayed on that same aerosol. You need to treat each person that walks into your office as an individual. I know for a fact all races aren't created the same, nor internally are we created the same. So the interaction our body has with a drug through different nationalities should be taken definitely into consideration. The pharmacy usually gives us a description sheet for each of the medications, which has a section on the sheet that go over the interactions, goes over the side effects. If the 1% of the world falls into the rare side effects, and we have over 1 billion people in the world, that's 10 million people that fall into the 1%. It is naive to think you will never meet one of us. I've had a surgeon give me a copy of his medical book where Percocet in rare instances can cause insomnia. But when I went to the physician to let them know my symptoms, they said Percocet can't cause insomnia. When I told them a surgeon gave me a copy of their medical book, all of a sudden their memory came back. I've had a physician compare my side effects to his mama and said his mom was on the same drug and she didn't have that side effect, so you can't possibly be having that side effect. The list goes on. Stop. Deal with the individual that is in front of you. You can ask such things as, how long is my recovering time, the healing process? What can I expect after surgery? What will my body do? And they'll tell you, well, everybody's different, so I can't tell you specifically what will happen with you, but just document your progress and what goes on, and let me know if any of these things happen. You come back, you tell a physician, hey, I noticed that after taking this drug or whatever that I've had these symptoms. Oh, you couldn't have possibly had that. Well, I noticed that this rash popped up on my arm. The only thing I did was spray Deep Off on it. Oh, no, you didn't get it from Deep Off. That had to come from smoke. No, I don't smoke and I don't grill. It's like they have stocks in some of these products out here and they don't want to properly document in a record what are causing your symptoms. The pharmaceutical companies are winning. They had a show I watched on TV called New Amsterdam, and they tried to go against the pharmaceutical company, and then they stopped everything else coming into the hospital because they were going against one part of the process. We sit up here and try and go after China for having a whole bunch of products on lockdown. I ain't even gonna lie, we owe them so much money, but what about the pharmaceutical companies? They have these drugs on lock and they have the people scared to report the real reactions that us patients are having out here from their drugs. This then spills over into the medical insurance companies who won't approve of other forms of method that will take you off these drugs. There is a machine called the CalMar machine. There is also another device called the H-Wave machine. Both of these machines stop the signal from going to your brain to tell you that you are in pain. All it takes is one of the specialty clinics that are approved to order these devices. It just takes one. You simply just need a referral to go to that specialty doctor and give you the non-invasive treatment that is not drug addicting. Don't get me started on the oxygen tank. They give you this big oxygen tank. These people have had strokes. They do not have the upper body strength to get up and down the stairs, go to their medical appointments. But there is a handheld oxygen tank Lightweight. But the medical insurance companies won't approve it. Rest in peace, Aunt Kay, but she was one of them that complained about it was difficult to get around, and without the oxygen tank, it was difficult for her to breathe to even go to the medical appointments. We need to stand up. I don't understand why technology is creating a better way of life for people, but yet the medical insurance companies and the pharmaceutical companies is blocking it every step of the way. Makes it seem like all the advances in the medical community is strictly for the people who have the money to buy it without insurance. So what are you really trying to say? The poor will not have a comfortable life. It will be made difficult for them to live here with us. And if the end result is death, oh well, because the poor doesn't look like the pharmaceutical company nor the medical insurance companies. Boss. So who are they pushing down the road to death quicker in the most uncomfortable way possible?